Okay, before we even get into this damn review, I'm just gonna let y'all know right now, I'm not discussing shit about Princess and Ray J. Not period. Not at all. I don't want to talk about them. For one, I don't understand why they on the show. They're boring as hell. And I don't like Princess, and I don't really like Ray J. And none of they damn scenes really worth me talking about. So, no Princess and Ray J. And if you love Princess and Ray J so much, and you can't deal with the fact that I don't want to talk to them, talk about them, then you can suck my dick. Thank you. But let's get into the video. So Moniece and Masika, they got them a little podcast. They got them a little messy ass podcast because you know they are the messy and the petty. So they got one. They talk about everything under the sun from Miss Nikki Baby to Moniece's situation with AD's friend Tiffany. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so fucking sleepy. When you work over 40 hours a week, this is what happened. But talking about her issues with Tiffany and AD and all of that stuff. So, you know, she basically talking major shit. Her and Masika are talking major shit on this motherfucking podcast. And I heard that podcast. They was talking major shit. They was talking all this shit. So then we head off to the beach. And Alexis Sky and Solo Lucci meet up to have a conversation. So Solo Lucci wanted to make amends with Alexis Sky. Because he called her a pass around whore and all sorts of shit like that. You know, Alexis was willing to have a conversation with him. I mean, she felt like, you know, they already had a past together. They were already friends at one point. So she felt like, you know, it would be okay for them to have a conversation. You know, he felt like he was embarrassed when she came in and barged through his damn interview, confronting him about his baby mama and all of that stuff. And Alexis was like, well, it just needs to be clear that I did not come between your relationship with Sarah. Y'all was already over by the time I came along, and he agreed with that. So Alexis was like, well, you know what? I can accept Solo's apology. I can really agree with him apologizing. I'm really appreciative of him apologizing. But as far as us being in a relationship, it's never going to work out. I'm pretty much done with that. I'm moving on with my life at this point, so I don't really want a relationship with Lucci. We were friends before, so I think that we'll be better off as that. So I can say that they did sit down and have a great conversation. You know, the conversations ended well. They went their separate ways, and that was just the end of it. So Tiara, she meets up with Amber Diamond, the stripper with no ass, cause she ain't got no motherfucking ass or nothing. And they basically compared notes about Cisco. And Amber was like, well, you know, yeah, we've been fucking. You know, that's my nigga. Why wouldn't we be fucking? Like, you know, it wouldn't really make no sense to me not to be fucking him, and that's my nigga. Which is true. It wouldn't make no sense for her not to be fucking the nigga Tiara if that's her nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they were saying, well, I'm staying in a hotel with Cisco. I got my things up in his up in his hotel room. You know what I'm saying? So I got a lot of shit there. So we were in a relationship, like me and him are dating. I've been with him ever since then. So Tiara was like, well, you know what? I'm willing to see all of that. I need to see everything. I need to get what I need. Just because this nigga been lying to me. You know what I'm saying? So she's just trying to get the information that she needs to get. And that's just what it is. So AD, she decides to arrange a sit down with Tiffany and Moniece because, you know, Tiffany is her best friend and Moniece is her girlfriend. So Ellen DeGeneres just wants the both of them to sit down and have a civilized conversation about what's really been going on between the two. Moniece gets there, and she lets Tiffany start off. From the moment the conversation starts out, Tiffany just going the fuck in. She's saying that she ain't really gay. She's saying this. She's saying that. And, you know, you just saying all this disrespectful shit. But yet, you're the one that's owed a fucking apology? I don't think so. And I don't know where the hell Ellen DeGeneres come from, but if I was Moniece, I wouldn't fucking apologize to this bitch either. I mean, she really just came for her whole life in that whole damn conversation. And Moniece was a good one, because if that had been me, I would have drug her ass all over that motherfucking table. all over that motherfucking restaurant, all over everywhere. So who the fuck does Tiffany think she fucking is? Like, bitch, you want to sit up here and say, I mean, aren't you sitting on a dick too? But you was just with strap-ons a while ago. So girl, go somewhere and sit down. Why are you so motherfucking bothered and bittered by fucking Moniece? You know what I'm saying? You trying to say she don't take care of her kid and all of that stuff. Like, girl, go. And that's they go-to. They go-to with Moniece is them to talk about her being a mom and all of that bullshit. They ain't got nothing else to shade her about. And it's really crazy to me. But you know what, it is what it is. So, Marcus Black, he has a show. He out there rapping. Didn't know he rapped. I thought he was just a writer and a motherfucking producer. But he out there rapping, and as the show closed, you know, you see Moniece and Nia there. Brooke Valentine's there. Oh my God. Alexis Scott and Lyrica is there. So, you know, Alexis decides to leave because she felt like, you know, Moniece and Nia was side-eyeing her and giving her fever, so she decided to leave. So then, that's when Brooke Valentine pops up. And, you know, Lyrica invites her to her pre-listening party. And, you know, Brooke Valentine was like, listening party? So the album is done. She was like, pre-listening party. So that's when, Brooke Valentine was like, well, girl, no shade, but you know you've been working on this album for a long time now, so what's going on? And Lyrica decides to be in the confessional talking about, well, I don't remember the last time Brooke Valentine dropped the damn single. My thing about it is, yeah, the last time Brooke Valentine dropped the song was Girl Fight. I was in the 10th grade when that song came out. I was like 16 when that song came out. So, yes, it's been a long time. But, bitch, when is you gonna drop something? You know, that's what I'm trying to figure out. But, okay. So then she comes over to Moniece and Nia, and she invites them to her pre-listening party, just like she invited Brooke Valentine to her pre-listening party. So then, so Moniece want to know who was on the guest list as far as the females are concerned. So Lyrica says Tierra, and when she say Alexis Scott name, she just pretty much shut it down and say, well, you know what? If that bitch coming, I ain't coming. Bottom line. So, you know, Moniece's whole stance is this bitch tried to call me out on some fuck shit. Just because she got an issue with my friend Masika, she think that she can come for me. And that's not really the case. So she not finna come for me. I don't want to be around this bitch. I don't want to do nothing. And I don't really care about your relationship with Alexis. I just feel like the bitch don't give a fuck about you. So at that point in time, I just felt like Lyrica was really on some bullshit. And she's been on bullshit since the season started. She's doing way too much. You want to tell Moniece to go in the studio and get some hits. Bitch, you can't even get in a studio. Because your own husband keep working with everybody but you. And you up here crying and fighting for a motherfucking position. Bitch, who the fuck you think you supposed to be? Okay, you think you that bitch because you wrote some songs for Wiz Khalifa, Chris Brown, and Ty Dolla $ign. The only song that I know that you wrote for somebody that's really popping right now is We Know How to Party by Chris Brown. I don't know what the fuck song you wrote for Wiz Khalifa. I don't know what song you wrote for Ty Dolla $ign, because I don't know none of his songs. The only thing I know is his fucking features. So, bitch, go somewhere and sit the fuck down until you can write yourself a hit. You don't need to be sitting up here trying to boast and brag about how you can write somebody a fucking hit, bitch. I'm so sick of Crayola and her hair that I don't know what to do with myself. Bitch, go somewhere and sit down. So then, of course, Lyrica Delusional Anderson decides that she wants to run back to Hazel and Alexis Scott and tell them about the situation. So she was like, you know, Moniece called me a bitch after I told her she wasn't invited. No, she did not call you a bitch after you said that she wasn't invited. She called you a bitch because you called yourself trying to be shady and called her Nia's sidekick. But it's really the other way around, but we get what you were doing, bitch. That's why she called you a bitch. She didn't call you no bitch because you didn't invite her. You did invite her, and she uninvited herself. You didn't do that. She don't want to be around Alexis Scott, so we have to really respect that. But then, you know, Alexis was like, well, you know, I got something for them. Don't be surprised when you see something. So then Moniece, Nia, and Masika, they are all up there. Well, Moniece and Nia is there with Masika to go house shopping, and then they find out about a video which I did watch. It was an Instagram live that Alexis Scott did back in May or June, where she's calling out Tierra, Moniece, Nia, Masika, all of them, like straight up calling them out. And at this point, Moniece is upset about it. She's fed up. She wants to whoop that bitch ass. Bottom line. So then we get into Tierra and Amber Diamond again. As Amber Diamond and Cisco in the bed together. There's lipstick all over him. That's when Tierra pop up. And now Cisco want to be mad and say every time a door opens in LA is always some fuck shit or is always some bullshit, because you keep yourself in the bullshit. You a self-proclaimed creep, bitch. You're going to continue to have troubles. Like, who the fuck do you think you are? And then, you know, Tierra really don't want your ass no more because of the shit that you just pulled. Dog, I just really feel like I nodded off just then. Because of the fuck shit that you pulled. Like, who the fuck are you, Cisco? I'm so sick of you and your fuck shit. Honestly, I'm tired of you. Real talk. I really am. And so he was like, you were fun. Tierra was stressing me out. That's why I did what the fuck I did. And I was glad that Tierra walked away from his ass. Because she had no business with Cisco any motherfucking way, honestly. But all I can say is this was a pretty good episode, with the exception of Princess and Ray J. Two people that I refuse to fucking talk about. But that's the end of my review for Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. I would do Balla Wise, but y'all, I'm so fucking tired. Like, I'm so sleepy. And I'm not going to be able to get through it. I haven't even watched Balla Wives yet, because it ain't going to do them but put me to sleep. So, I'll do Balla Wives tomorrow. And then I'm going to do another video. It's going to be called Baywatch. I'm going to do that later on this week. Since I'm doing Balla Wives tomorrow morning, I might just try to squeeze that on up in there too. But, because I'm trying to give y'all more than just reality reviews this week. You know what I mean? So, but all in all, that's it. I'm about to take my ass to sleep. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.